In this training video, I will be explaining OCI, or On-Campus Interview Schedule Request. To begin, a company will submit a request for an on-campus interview schedule. Just like any request, it will show up here in the Pending Action Summary under New OCI Schedule Request. The initial request does not have an actual job posting attached. It is simply an interview schedule framework and a date request that we will later attach to one or more job descriptions. So let's go through and review a new OCI schedule and prove it. Right here you will notice that this OCI schedule is with the same company that we have been using before, the Bilbo Baggins Demo Company. We are going to click on Review to begin the reviewing process. Here at the top you will see the name of the contact from the company that submitted the actual request, and then the date that they want to hold the interviews, along with two alternate dates, right here and right here. In addition, it is important to note that they've requested 2 room reservations. It is important to take note of that room number request now because it will not appear anywhere else. The rest of the fields will include both information that the company has submitted and information that we have to fill in as managers. Today we're going to train you on the pre-select to alternate on-campus recruiting model. This means that after the students submit their resumes, the employer will review the resumes and then define an applicant's status as pre-select or alternate or uninvited. Pre-select candidates have first priority to sign up for interview slots. Alternate candidates, on the other hand, can sign up after pre-selects have completed signing up. Here we will see the requested interview length ranging from 20 minutes to 90 minutes. And if we scroll down, here we will again see the requested OCI date with the 2 alternates below. What we need to do as coordinators at this time is to check to see if there are any major events or competing companies that will be coming to recruit from the same demographic of students. For example, if Apple wanted to come and their first choice was on the same date as the big BYU versus U of U game, or the same date that Microsoft was coming, we would use one of the alternate days instead. In the end, the final date that we choose needs to go here in the date slot. Here in the location spot, we will need to select the building in which the interviews will be held. We will most commonly use the Business Career Center in the Tanner Building, or University Career Services in the Wilkinson Center, depending on the majors targeted. For now, we're just going to choose the Tanner Building. After you choose a location, you will need to choose interview rooms according to how many are requested, usually giving the really important companies priority to the larger rooms. If you need to reserve more than one room, you can hold down Control and select the rooms that you would like to reserve. Right here, time span is the period of time that the recruiters will be holding the interviews. A full day schedule defaults from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with an hour lunch. If you need to create any other breaks in the schedule, simply hold down Control and click on the time slots that you want to erase from the schedule. As for the Allow Multiple Student Interviews field, several job descriptions can be attached to one OCI timeline. Recruiters may or may not want to interview the same student for different jobs and will have already chosen yes or no beforehand. Position type is self-explanatory. Having this field filled out isn't necessarily required, but beneficial when it comes to informing the students. Last of all, recruiters have the option to receive an auto-generated resume packet. It is essentially a PDF file that is automatically sent to the recruiter a few days before their campus visit, containing all of the resumes of the interviewees. As we wrap up, remember that this initial request is simply to review the interview timeline, select the number of rooms, and review the calendar for conflicting events. After we approve the request, the employer will get an email informing their schedule has been approved and that they need to attach one or more job descriptions to the OCI model, or the on-campus interview model. Remember, without a job description, the schedule is basically a meaningless room reservation.